All right, guys and gals, Crypto Kurt here with another update on the Coinspot Exchange and some of the evolutions that have been happening there. Much better trading platform, much better opportunity to actually make some money. But before we go down that path, I want to look back historically a little bit. So today is the 30th of November. Back on the 17th of November, I did a video saying a cheeky video, tongue-in-cheek video about Bitcoin breaks $10,000. Now, that was because Bitcoin broke 10,000 Australian. And I actually spent some time on this video talking about what the value of Bitcoin was on that day in some of the other currencies around the world. And the joke was, if you looked at the Hong Kong dollar at that day, I think it was already trading at 62,000 Hong Kong dollars. So it already had broken the 50,000 mark. But again, if we go back to US dollars, where it seems like everybody's focused on there's only US dollars, trust me guys, if you live outside the States, there's a lot more than US dollars. But anyway, most of the people on YouTube, most of the YouTubers are in America, and they are using the US dollar, so that is what it is. Paltry view, again, I got a few comments saying, waste my time, waste my time. Well, the reality is, guys, it's only been 12 days, and here we are, $10,322. Now, for many of you, this is old news. This happened several days ago. It's already broke 11.2 or 11.5, I think, and then it now has had a massive pullback. If we look at the 7-day chart, you can see, again, big run, all the way up to 11,431, and then just a elevator drop all the way down, back down to 960. I think in some exchanges it went all the way down to close to 8,000. So boy, if you were able to pick it up on that drop, you've already made some money because it's already back up to 10. And again, a slight pullback and a slight pulling back. So personally, I think this is really healthy. I think the market needed it. I think Bitcoin needed it to be able to move forward. And if you follow Cliff High and the Webbot, they're looking at 13.8 price point sometime early next year. He certainly had 10,000 by Christmas. We're, again, only at the end of November, and we're already hitting that high, so that's fantastic. The funny thing is, I'm traveling at the moment, and sure as shit, every time I've taken a trip, a major trip, is when the markets have a major pullback or correction. This has happened over many years, so I should have sold some Bitcoin short. And the question is, how can you do that using Coinspot? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So good old Coinspot. So Coinspot, you can get to them at coinspot.com.au. So the company is an exchange. It's registered in Australia. It's using an Australian domain name, obviously, but you don't have to be Australian to use it. They make it easy for Australians because they have easy access to the Australian banking system to fund it, but you certainly can fund it by transferring USD or Bitcoin into them to fund your purchases as well. At the moment, Coinspot only accepts inbound transactions for Bitcoin, so you can't transfer any of the other coins into the platform yet. All right, so the first thing I'll do is just show you quickly. Again, they're adding coins all the time. So you got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, Dash, Bitcoin Gold, Litecoin, IOTA, Monero, Cardano, Ethereum Classic, Neo, NEM, EOS, Stellar, Quantum, Zcash, Lisk, Omize Go, Tether USD, Stratus, Waves, BitShares, Decred, Ardor, Bitcoin, Arc, Augur, Komodo, Golem, Steem, Dogecoin, Vertcoin, 10x, MadeSafe Coin, Pivex, Raiden Network, Power Ledger, that's actually an ICO coming out of Australia, Salt, Factum, Siacoin, Next, Gas, Basic Attention Token, Byteball, Kyber, Zoom, Walton, Game Credits, Funfair, Digibyte, Ethos, Civic, OX, Peercoin, Metal, Verge, Nexus, ADEX, Monaco, Enigma, Redcoin, Rise, Library Credits, and Safe Exchange Coin. So they're adding new coins all the time, and they're adding new functionality all the time, which I think is really, really positive for the platform. Now, I have had some comments stating that this is an expensive exchange. In other words, the prices on the exchange are higher than other exchanges, and that is true in most occasions. So you do have to be careful when you come in here. But they're adding some features which are going to give you some flexibility with your purchase power. So let's look at what they've done specifically for Bitcoin. So if you come in here, go to the Markets tab, click on the down market, go to BTC AUD, you're going to see the price action in Australian dollars over a 1 day, 1 week, 4 week, and 3 month period. Again, we've all been following that pretty closely. Look at the 1 week and we can see the big run up, or the 4 week and we can see the massive run up. Or we do the 3 month and see the unbelievable run up as this loads, so give me a second. Again, I am traveling at the moment using a dodgy hotel rooms network to do this. So again, pardon me for having to wait a little bit. You didn't have to wait, but I had to wait a little while for that to load. So what do we have here? We have the ability now to come down here and you can see some Bitcoin trading stats. Okay, so this is trading on this network, obviously, and you can buy and sell. But what I've noticed now is that you can do a couple of interesting things. First off, they're listing all the open and buy orders, okay? So you can actually see what's sitting in the exchange just like most of the other exchanges. So just like Bittrex and Ether Delta and some of the other ones, again, you can actually see what's happening price action-wise in the market on this exchange. You can see recently completed orders, so you can get an idea of what's closed. You can see the time frames. You can see there's quite a bit of trading happening on this platform, so it is pretty liquid. But one of the interesting things here is they're allowing you now to set a price. So I would like to buy XYZ Bitcoin when the price for Bitcoin is XYZ. So again, you can purchase or sell when you're setting a fixed price. So you don't have to just take the price at the point of purchase that the system gives you. You actually come in here and set a price ahead in the future. They're also doing this really interesting pegged order. So create a pegged order. So when you create a pegged order, again, peg is both buy and sell. You choose how many Bitcoin that you want to buy and sell, and then you want to peg it to the best price, to the mid price, or to the market price. And then they also give you a percentage offset. So you want to, let's say we want to go pegged to market, but we only want to buy when it's 10% less than market. Set your price in there, place an order, and away you go. Let's say you want to set it to the best price, but you want 2% off the best price. Again, you can play the game here and use these drop-down menus to make any changes that you want, but it really gives you a lot more flexibility than was previously available in Coinspot. So I know many of you full-blown hardcore traders are going to look at this and say, oh, wow, we've been doing that for the last year and a half on XYZ Exchange. Well, again, Coinspot is always growing. I like to think of it as kind of a great beginner's platform because it is so easy to use and to buy and sell. You don't need to understand all the dynamics of the trades and the, working in something like Bittrex, can be really confusing, and working with something like Ether Delta can be even more confusing. So I tend to find the Coinspot platform to be easy to use. I'm just really pleased to see that they're offering the opportunity to actually get a better price. So you're not just stuck taking the price that they're giving you at any given moment. You can come in here and set some buy or sell orders in the future against whatever format that you want to place, and peg those orders, if you'd like, against certain scenarios that might play out in the marketplace. And just quickly, lastly, if you go back to the dashboard and scroll to the bottom, you can just get a good idea of what's moving on this exchange. Remember, guys, all the exchanges are independent of each other. So when you go to any of the various exchanges, you're going to get different pricing. And I think what CoinMarketCap does is show you the best price or the highest price based on what's happening on the exchanges, or maybe it's the highest volume. Again, I'm not sure what the criteria is for how the Coinspot numbers work. But as you know, if you go to Coinspot, click on the Markets tab, you'll see all of the different pricing across all the different platforms. You can get an idea of the price ranges, and certainly you can use that for arbitrage if you'd like, or you can certainly move in and out of an exchange to get a better price. But this is on the exchange, the Coinspot exchange today, so you can see ADA down 26%, Stratus down 20%, ENG up 38%, and Dash up 25%. This is one I'm really following closely, guys. EOS, I think this is going to be the Ethereum next year. I don't know about the Ethereum killer, but I'm certainly going to be looking at that very closely. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Again, I just wanted to go through the fact that, A, there's lots of movement in the markets. You guys know that already. Coinspot is a great place to get started if you're not a professional trader and you're not used to using some very high-level tools. And now, as you've seen today, you have the ability to actually do some more interesting trades and not just take what's being fed to you by the system. You can get creative, you can think outside the box, and you can try to invest in cryptos the way that you want to invest in cryptos. All right, guys, hope this helped. There is a referral link down below. Please sign up. It does help me keep the channel going. And this is Crypto Kurt out.